Hello and welcome again to another video by Econo Insight. This video will discuss about the concept of bilateral trade balances and why bilateral trade balances don't matter as much. Because let's say in political discussions, normally politicians bring up bilateral trade balances between one country and another, but actually economists say that they don't deserve as much attention as they do bilateral trade balances. So first, let's confirm what we know about bilateral trade balances. So it is defined as the nation's net exports, which is simply exports minus imports, with a certain country. So its export is selling and import is buying. So if, let's say, I'm seeing the Indonesian trade balance with South Korea, then the Indonesian trade balance with South Korea equals exports that the Indonesians sell to South Korea minus the imports that the Indonesians buys from South Korea. So that is the concept of bilateral trade balances. And now, why bilateral trade balances actually don't matter as much? Because let's say there is a nation. A nation may have a large trade deficit with a certain country. So may have a large trade deficit with a certain country, but let's say with another country they have probably a large surplus also. So as an overall, the overall trade balance is that they have a balanced trade, but they have a large deficit with one country and a large surplus with one country. So in here we can see that actually, objectively, bilateral trade balances don't matter as much. What matters that much is the overall trade balance. So a good quote to remember, although this is kind of optional, is by Nobel Prize winning economist Robert Solow when he mentions that I have a chronic deficit with my barber. What does this quote mean? It just simply means that, let's say in Solow's case, the barber never buys anything from him, right? So he has a large deficit with that barber, but he gets surpluses from many places else. He gets surpluses from the university he teaches, maybe from the journals he publishes. So from that little example, we can see, if we connect it to countries, we can see that it's okay if you have large deficits in one country and you have large surplus in another country. So again, don't look at the bilateral, look at the overall trade balance. And that is why bilateral trade balances actually don't matter as much. I hope this video has been fruitful and I hope it helps. Thank you.